Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith, bringing you news from beyond the mere world. Today we are doing the world's sleepiest Let's Play. Today, in this world's sleepiest Let's Play, we are going to talk about character builds. Yeah, that's right. Finally, we are talking about character builds. Character builds is one of the most easy, yet the most irritating thing in Seven Nights. So, if it's so easy, why am I making a guide on it? Well, first of all, as I said, it is also irritating. Why is it irritating, though? The thing is, each character has a recommended item set, correct? But that may not be what's right for you. It's simply recommended. It may not be the correct build that you need for what you're using the character for. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First, we're going to start off with Dellen's because he's the weird one. Dellen's recommended list is critical rate. However, his passive unique allows him to decrease the skill CD on his skills upon basic attacks. So, the thing you want to do with Dellen's is not build critical rate, but build attack speed with his items. The reason for that is you can seriously decrease the skill CD and use his abilities very frequently upon basic attacks. Now that is an excellent idea. Another thing you want to do, which is I think this is on the recommended list regardless, is building max HP items. So that's pretty much a pretty good idea for him, because you want to keep him alive as long as possible. Once that void shield goes down, you want to have his HP high enough, and you want to have some really serious lifesteal on him so he'll last quite a while. And his awaken ability is that transformation, and he attacks at least 3 people with basic attacks. So that is a lot of lifesteal right there, and putting a Ring of Death on him would really help you out with the 3 target attack. However, he can still be fragile regardless. So if you want to build a little bit of defense in his HP item set, go right ahead. But that's why he's so weird, because his recommended list isn't something I would use at all. Critical rate, as I said before in my last video, you could do critical rate all you want. Critical rate. But if you're not fast enough, how are you going to win the game? In Arena, people are very fast. If you do not have the speed, then you will not win the game. They can have a whole bunch of critical rate items on them. They can take, all they can do is just, what they usually do is just take the recommended set. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to take the right set. Recommended is just recommended. It's not the right thing. So that's what we're going to talk about today in this world's sleepiest Let's Play. Is the right character sets. Now, Evan. Evan is already very strong. I've recommended this character, and I'm still recommending this character for your first awakened hero. If you're going to get an awakened hero, he should be your first, because universally, he is amazing in every level. He's amazing in Tower, he's amazing in Raid, he's amazing in Castle Rush, he's amazing in every mode in this game. Why do I say that? Because if you build the right attack items on him, he can make an amazing fighter. If you build the right max HP and defensive items on him, he can make a devastating tank. He is the best tank in the game for now, at least until they awaken Rudy, which probably won't be a little while from now. But what you want to do for Evan is the best idea is to build some serious max HP items. I made the mistake a little while ago, and now I told you about these mistakes that I usually make on this game, is I had the Shield of Rudy for his first defensive item, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and awaken this. I'll have enough money to awaken it to its original form. You know, the evolution of the 6-star knight's armor. But instead, I just took the cheesy route and spent the 300,000 and got something random, and I ended up getting this, which was actually weaker than the 6-star item I had. So that was quite upsetting. Quite upsetting. But don't worry, you're not going to make that mistake because I told you not to. But, okay. Yawn alert. Yawn alert. Ugh. Okay, I'm done yawning. Alright, now we're moving on to another weird character, is Chris. Chris's recommended list, of course, is attack speed, and of course you should build attack speed on him because you want to inflict as much death as possible. However, this is the weird thing you want to do with Chris, is give him a ring of death. I told you about this in another video, but I can't reflect on this. Sorry, I'm drifting off here. Can't reflect on this enough. Yeah, building a ring of death on him really works with his ability to inflict death upon basic attacks, because it makes that an insta-kill. And of course, putting a Devil Creed on your team to increase the debuff chance on your entire team would really work with Chris, and it would really work with Nox. And putting them both together on the same team makes a very devastating duo. So be sure to add both Devil Creed, Nox, and Chris. I know that actually sounds pretty cool now that I think about it. All three of them are perfect for each other. But anyways, that's the character build you want to build for Chris. Those are my recommended sets anyways. Now, all these sets I'm telling you, you don't have to do these. These are the sets that I use for Arena. Now, I like to use, like I said, Evan is probably the more universal character. He works everywhere, but you have to build the right items. The right items I would recommend is max HP for his first item, defense for his second item, and for his attack items, be sure they're both Knight's items. I know I have no Knight's items right now because I made that ridiculous mistake I told you about. On all of his items, be sure you build attack speed on both of his physical items. Be sure they're both Knight's items as well, as I said before. I cannot reflect on that enough. And I would also recommend for his accessory to probably build a stun, or maybe something like a silence or something like that, or maybe a blind, because you want to keep him alive as long as possible. He'll be your last man standing in most situations, but having a stun or blind accessory on him will really make him even more deadly than what he already is. So yeah, that's a definite recommendation for his accessory. Now, for mages, the build for mages, I always would recommend HP, and occasionally I would recommend defense too, but if you want to keep them alive for a long time, build up that HP. So I would highly recommend the max HP, especially for characters like Yuri, because she does not have a void shield, and I know she does revive once, but you don't want her to use that so quickly. So be sure you build some max HP items on her so she doesn't die so fast. I've been having that problem a lot lately with Yuri dying quickly because I do not have max HP items. I couldn't find any for her, and I couldn't build any. I just didn't have the resources, so I just gave her what I had. So be sure you build max HP items on her. The max HP items I have aren't that good. They're really not. I think those are defense, aren't they? Yeah, I think both of them are just defensive items. They're not exactly max HP items, but again, I cannot read Korean, so I don't know what the heck that says. But yeah, those are some of the basics of character building, is know what your character does. Know their passive uniques and think, what exactly could work with this character's passive unique? Like what I told you earlier with Delins. He decreases his skill CD upon basic attacks. So that means he would work great with attack speed items. So just be sure you think about what exactly your character does before you start building random items, because those random items could mean death or life for your character. So be sure you buy and craft the right items. Like me, I bought these items, believe it or not, I bought a couple of them from the shop. I got lucky. But, anyways, you want to make sure you craft the right items. Be sure they're all Knights items. The Knights items are the strongest items. Be sure you make sure you craft a lot of those and keep them, first of all, and don't make the mistake I made and doing the random raffle for the Knights items. I got lucky before and I ended up getting the awakened form of the Knight item I had, but it wasn't attack speed. It went to like some critical rate or something, but it was the same item though. I was pretty lucky. But anyways, those are the basics for character building. If you want to know more, now, I like taking requests, but I can't do them all. Why are you pouting, Evan? You don't need to pout right now. There's nothing to pout about, man. Anyways, if you want to know more, because I do know a lot about Seven Knights. It's not my favorite game, but that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to play it so often, is because, hey, Seven Knights is one of my favorite games, and I have a lot of them. And I'm planning on playing a lot of them on this channel. But anyways, I'll keep you updated on Seven Knights. If you have any requests or anything you want to know about Seven Knights, because I've been playing this game for years. And as I said before, it's not my favorite, but it is definitely one of my favorite. If there were Seven Knights merchandise, my room would be covered with it, honestly. But anyways, that's all the time I got for this video, my fellow gamers. Remember to like and comment, and please, I said please, didn't I? See, that tells you how sleepy I am right now. It's like, what, 8 in the morning? It's probably later than that. I am really sleepy. I am dead sleepy right now. So sorry if I say something ridiculous. But anyways, that's all the time I got for this video, my fellow gamers. Please like and comment, and please do subscribe to my channel, because I love making videos on many different RPG games, and in the future, I plan on doing a Final Fantasy Let's Play of the newer Final Fantasy game when it comes out. I don't know when I'm going to do that or not. I might get it on PC if it's released, so I can, because once it's released on PC, I think I can get it a little quicker than it is at GameStop, because it's obviously going to be packed when that's released. But anyways, that's all the time I got for this video, my fellow gamers. Take it easy for me, alright? Bye.